All right, let's look at this quadratic question over here. We are told that after an action figure is released, its value in dollars decreases over time until the figure becomes difficult to find. All right, then the value starts to increase, okay, because it has become a collector's item. The value of the certain figure t years after its release can be modeled by this function here. All right, so let's rewrite this function. So v is equals to 10t squared minus 46t plus 120. How long will it take for the action figure to be worth the same as when it was released? All right, so let's come to some basics of quadratic equations first. All right, and then we will sort of be able to guess or do a quick sketch of this quadratic curve here. All right, so a quadratic curve, all right, can be modeled, or quadratic equation can be modeled as ax squared plus bx plus c. Correct, so this is your a, coefficient of x squared. This is your b, coefficient of x. In this case, x is t, and of course c here is your constant. All right, now the thing we can immediately see is whenever the coefficient of x squared here is a constant, is a positive number. All right, whenever the coefficient x squared is a positive number, we know that the graph, right, of the quadratic will look something like this. All right, so that is something we can say immediately. All right, and what we also know is the constant is also the place where it touches the y-axis. Okay, is where it touches the y-axis, because this is the point where x is 0. Correct, so in this case this is the point where t is 0. All right, so the point where it touches the y-axis is 0, 1, 2, 0. All right, so that is the point where t is 0. So effectively we can draw the line, okay, to look something like this. All right, so it's not a very nice line, but you get the idea. All right, so this is the v-axis in this case. All right, and the t is across here. Correct. Now does it actually touch the t-axis? All right, so that is another thing that we can also quickly determine by looking at the discriminant. All right, what is the discriminant? The discriminant is b squared minus 4ac. Okay, b squared minus 4ac. All right, so in this case, all right, as you can see, b here is minus 46 minus 46 square minus 4, a and c is 120. So this will give us 2116 minus 4800, which is equals to negative, all right, 2684. All right, so let me just quickly put that in the calculator. Yeah, correct. Okay, so as you can see, when the b square minus 4ac, which is a discriminant, is less than 0, okay, so when discriminant is less than 0, it means there are no real roots to the equation. All right, so no real roots, which means that it doesn't touch the x-axis at all. It doesn't touch the x-axis. That means in this case, all right, the t-axis is somewhere here. Okay, so there is no interaction between the curve and the t-axis. All right, now, okay, so all this is just some additional info on the quadratic. Coming back to the question, they asked how long does it take for the action figure to be worth the same as when it was released. So when it was released, what was the value of t? The value of t is when t is equals to 0, because t is representing the number of years. Correct, that means it's a time factor. So the point where the toy was released, t is equals to 0. So if I come back to the equation here, when I substitute v0, I get 120. Correct, so that is the original point here. All right, and I want to know, all right, so at the point when it was released, it was $120. All right, now I want to know when it comes back to $120. correct? So that is the question. All right, so all I need to do is to take this equation, okay, 10t squared minus 46t plus 120, and let it be equals to 120, because I want to know when is the next time that this equation is also equals to 120. Correct? And since I have 120 on both sides, I can cancel them. So 10t squared minus 46t is equals to 0. I factorize out the t. 10t minus 46 equals to 0. Okay, so I have two solutions. T is equals to 0, which is what we already know. Alright, 10t minus 46 is the second equation, which gives me 10t equals to 46 and t is equals to 4.6. Alright, so the two instances where the value of the item is $120 is at time t equals 0 and when time is t equals to 4.6 years. Alright, so this is the answer over here. Alright, so at time t equals to 4.6 is where the value is the same as when it was released. Okay, so I hope this video has given you a good explanation on how to solve this question here. Alright, thank you. Bye.